Hello, White Sox fans, and my deepest and most sincere condolences. Today was a rough day as we found out that Eloy Jimenez will be out for 5 to 6 months. What else can I say? It sucks. It just flat out sucks. I was gonna do a series of short videos where I picked. Actually, was suggested by one of you. I was gonna pick my team award winners for the year, and team who would be the Cy Young winner within the White Sox, who would be the MVP. I was gonna pick Mr. Hi Mom Eloy Jimenez as my team MVP, and boy, so it's a big loss that Eloy is going to be lost for a while. A lot of people are mad because he was trying to go all out and it was just spring training. The home run didn't matter yet. We've heard all this. I got to say, Eloy has been working really, really hard to prove that he deserves to be out in the field. And this was obviously a really hard blow. He's actually had a pretty nice defensive spring. He's made a miscue here or there, but he's also made some really nice plays. I think it is that push to try to show that he belongs is what's making him go harder and harder. And obviously, as we see, that's not the best course of action for him. I have no idea what will be the long-term effects. Will this kind of cement him as a DH moving forward? Hard to tell, really. This does not mean the White Sox won't win the division. He will be back, hopefully in August. I don't know how much time he'll need to ramp back up after being in recovery for a while. Will he need to spend an extended amount of time in the minor leagues or just in physical training to get himself back up to speed? He was having a great offensive spring as well. There's no two ways to cut it. He will be missed strongly by the White Sox this year on the offensive side for sure. The White Sox are, from a defensive standpoint, equipped to handle this okay. I was going to do a video where I tried to predict the opening day roster, and I started to prep the little sheet that you'll see pop up on the side, one of these sides of me, and so much has changed even in the last couple of days since I started to get this ready. So let's just jump into it with the new information that Eloy will not be with the opening day roster, and hopefully we'll be back sometime somewhat shortly after the All-Star break. We shall see. It is not all doom and gloom. I still think the White Sox will win the division. I think this will make it a closer race between the White Sox and Twins. I know I'm biased. I'm admitting my bias. The Twins are a really good team. I do respect them, but I just thought the White Sox were leaps and bounds better. Losing Eloy Jimenez is going to be a big hit, though, so it will be a neck-and-neck race in my book. I still do see the White Sox winning. I see Eloy still coming back and being a positive force on the team at the end of the season, and then, of course, through the playoffs as well. Knock on wood, fingers crossed, good luck and speedy recovery to Eloy. Here you see 26 open slots on the White Sox roster. This is, again, the lineup I began with. I didn't want you to have to sit and watch me type out everybody that's an obvious fit, which would be the opening day starting lineup, but we have to make a change already, and removing Eloy, putting him over to the 60-day DL section. Now, I don't want to say for a second that there's any silver lining to losing Eloy. That said, if Andrew Vaughn was going to make the team, he would have to be added to the 40-man roster, which is currently full, so the White Sox would have to remove somebody from the 40-man roster, which would possibly allow another team to claim that person. We might not be able to send them to the minor leagues. We might lose a player. We do have a number of people that could fill that left field vacancy, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to Leury Garcia just because he's been with us the longest. We know what we're getting out of him. Totally opens up our bench now. And as you see way down here, I thought it was going to be provocative and maybe even a little bit controversial and say that I don't think Ronaldo Lopez will make the team. Again, Tony La Russa made that decision for me, so we can just erase him from there. Obviously, we have Matt Foster, Cody Hoyer, Kopech, Crochet, Mr. Evan Marshall, Aaron Bummer, and wow, what an awesome bullpen we have. We really only have spot for one more person. The spot that likely would have gone to Jimmy Cordero. I think this last spot will be a little bit of a revolving door depending on who is performing well in the minor leagues that deserves a call up. Zach Birdie is one such person. He will not break camp with the team. He's already been sent down. I like Ruiz. His ERA on the spring is in the sixes. He's not been dominant or anything. But for one of these guys that might be coming into a game where we're losing, we just need to eat up some innings, I think he has some major league experience. I could see him filling that role. I know we did pick up Nick Turley from the Pittsburgh Pirates recently on a waiver. I don't see him sticking with the team. I don't know. Maybe he'll pitch today. As I'm recording this, actually, the White Sox are playing the Reds, and one of the last plays I saw was Danny Mendick getting hit in the head with a pitch. For the love of God, can we please get out of spring training and start the season before we lose more players? For the time being, I think Jose Ruiz is my guy. Again, he wouldn't be a guy that would be in for high leverage situations anyway. Our utility player, our super utility guy, was really supposed to be Larry Garcia, but I think we really have to bring in Danny Mendick for sure now. There's a pretty good chance he was going to make the team anyway. Catcher number 2. Now, I wouldn't do this if I was managing. I think I'd probably give it to Zach Collins, but I know there's a lot of love for Jonathan Lucroy. I have no problem with him being on the team. He's absolutely a good player, a veteran presence. The pitchers seem to like pitching to him. Dallas Keuchel spoke highly of him. So, okay, put Lucroy in as our secondary catcher. Oh, and by the way, Andrew Vaughn is going to be playing left field tomorrow as maybe a bit of an experiment. We'll see how that goes. Andrew Vaughn is definitely a guy who is a part of the future of this team. I was afraid to rush him to the majors. He hasn't had barely any minor league experience, and sadly the minor leagues won't start for a month, so even if he started out in the minors, he wouldn't be able to play. So I think it does make sense to hand the starting DH job to Andrew Vaughn at this point. And to be honest with you, I would love to have Lucroy as our backup catcher and Collins as our DH to start, let Vaughn get more acclimated to the big leagues slowly. And the other thing is, you don't want a new guy, a rookie like Andrew Vaughn is, to feel the pressure of needing to help lead the team. Fortunately, the White Sox, of course, have a great team with Tim Anderson and Moncada and Abreu. There's a lot of other sources of, not to mention Luis. There's lots of places the offense can come from with this team. But still, that said, the White Sox and White Sox fans are going to feel the need that, oh my gosh, Eloy could have hit 50 home runs this year. How are we going to replace that? It's like, well, we're not. We're not even going to piecemeal that together. So we just need to lean on the other guys, and hopefully the defensive improvement is going to be part of what offsets the loss of Eloy. For my final 2 bench positions, I think I have to go with 2 outfielders, which doesn't give us a heck of a lot of flexibility around the infield, and that will be Hamilton. And I've been really impressed by Nick Williams. He was a non-roster minor league invitee. We'll need to add him to the 40-man roster. Not exactly sure who's going to be lost when he comes up. Williams started out in Philly. He's got a very good arm as an outfielder, so that'll be a nice upgrade. He's been doing pretty well with the bat, too. Hamilton, the bat has been his downfall historically throughout his long career. He's looked pretty good in spring. Not great. He's struck out on some really down-the-middle pitches, including one just today. But he's handled the bat better than I was expecting of him, so all we can do as White Sox fans is hope for the best. We do have Adam Engel coming back relatively soon, which would put him back up in left field. It would move Garcia back onto a bench role, bringing in so much versatility, a guy that can play any position on the field. And then either Hamilton or Williams will be sent down. I hate that I didn't find a place for Zach Collins, because I really am a big believer in Zach Collins. He has deserved his shot to play. He has had a great spring. Why can't I fit him on here? There's just no place for him right now. And this is with opening up some spots via injury that I still can't get Zach Collins on this team. Anyway, so there's my take. Let me know if there's any switches you would make. All we can say, yes, go Sox, and Eloy, get better.